Once again, we're back in the van. I've grabbed a day off work to use up some holiday, so we're carrying on with this. So first thing you can see is these grills on top. Let me show you a bit closer. They're pretty simple. I just designed and 3D printed them, and then printed out some of my mounting brackets, but I printed them in white so that they looked similar, and that should at least stop any kids' toys or anything dropping down there. Obviously it wouldn't stop liquids, but I'm not going to be able to do that. I need this to be open to allow hot air to come out. So a good example is I've just plugged the van into the mains to top up the batteries while I'm working in here, and because it's raining there's no solar going on, and so you might be able to hear it, the inverter's going flat out. Inverter charger, so it's putting in, just under 50 amps into the battery, so it's giving off a bit of heat. And the nice thing is here is this is just letting all of that just exhaust up and out. So hopefully you can see I have been making the door for the electrical cabinet. So these are some print in place 3D printed hinges like I've used on that cabinet there. And so I've just bolted them to the door panels, and then I put it in place. Oops. Put it in place and marked out where I need to drill and tap on the frame, just there and there. So that's the next job: drill and tap these holes. So this is the door in place, the hinge is all done. I've used 2 spare angle brackets, and they're going to be used as a kind of door stop, and then I'm going to put another magnetic catch like I've used on the other doors on. So we've moved on to this kind of bedroom shelving cabinet here. One of the things I've realised is that where we've got all of these cables and air lines, it'd be a good idea to blank them off so that they can't get hit. Unfortunately I've virtually run out of aluminium, so it's a bit of a bodge together the bits I've got left over. It's not the end of the world, it's only us seeing it, and next time I order some aluminium I'll order some extra, and then I can just swap that piece over. One of the other things I need to do, because it will be visible, is to make another panel to cover this over. Wasn't part of the original plan, but I think I did it at the front where it looked tidy behind the electrical cabinet, so I'm going to do it here. So I need to make up kind of this 4-sided one here, and then this rectangular one down at the bottom. So that's the next step. I don't think there's anything much to show you. Maybe I'll chuck it on time lapse. If not, I'll see you in a minute. Just making a bit of progress. This is the cabinet at the bed end. If I just step back, you should be able to see that. So I've just been putting in a back wall there and there, so the shower's behind that, and then infill here. I'm going to put the kind of shelf bars in, and then I need to still make up the remainder of this cover to cover all this stuff, and then I can put shelf bases in, and then finally 2 more panels in there, and that'll be this kind of whole unit completed if I can get that far. So just making a bit of progress on this little kind of cover for the back of the electrical panel and air panel. This is another little panel to block it. There's no kind of aluminium extrusion here, so what we're going to do, I've got a bracket here, and then I've put 2 brackets on the bottom of this one, and I'll mark out and drill a hole and screw them into the shelf above and below it, and that should hold that nicely, and also means that if I need to remove it to do some maintenance on this panel, I can do. So it's taken me a little while to get this sorted this far. I think I'd shown you this panel before, and we've got this one inside, so all of the wiring and air lines behind this is all now kind of protected. Originally I had this shelf on top here, and then realised that it was virtually flush with this edge and that stuff would fall out quite easily, whereas the solution we've done with these shelves, with this elastic where the panel is kind of against the bottom edge, works really well. Stuff doesn't slide out of these. So because we're likely to use the same solution with the elastic, I decided to flip this panel around, which sounds easy but it isn't, because I had to recut this one in here to do up these bolts here. I had to remove this panel here. It just takes time, but I know now and it's going to work, so doing this shelf should be easy, and then it's just a case of getting a panel here and a panel there, and this lot will be done. So we've made some more progress. These shelves are nearly done. I've just got this one last piece here to make. So here we've got the finished kind of shower, toilet, cubicle. We've got the power tower, that's all done. Access in there, should we need to fix anything? And on my way back here, I still need to cover that up, and I still need to do the drawer fronts here and a cupboard door there. Then on to the shelving unit in the bedroom, that's all finished now. And then behind there, that's just hiding the cables and air lines for that area. Shelves for the kind of bed. I need to get some more elastic, print some more mounts off so we can have the kind of elasticated fronts on these. I've got the backs in now, keeps it all looking very neat. Once again, I just want to thank you so much for taking time to watch the video. I hope there's been some useful stuff in here, and if you've got any questions, make sure you drop them down in the comments below. If you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because there's more to do before we finish Luna.